Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in my last video we saw how we can use WSL to get started with the local Linux environment for developing our apps even though we are using a Windows system. So the second part of that same video is going to be creating a Dockerfile and try to invoke Docker from inside of the WSL and see it's working live. So that is what we are going to cover today. So let's start. So as you know, we must have Docker installed in our system to be to be able to see the application working with Docker and to basically create an image and run the app through Docker. So before starting, you must have Docker installed in your system. So I already installed Docker in my system, so I'm going to start it. So my Docker desktop is starting. So the Docker has started in my system. It took some time, so I forwarded the video. So as you must know that in order to use Docker we have to create the Dockerfile first. So first we are going to create the Dockerfile, build basic Dockerfile which is just going to build this image, and then later on we are going to use that image through Docker Compose to bring up the container. And everything will be done inside our WSL. So let's begin. First, I'm going to create a Dockerfile. So Dockerfile. Best thing about VS Code is it automatically detects that it's a Dockerfile. So it will show suggestions and everything based on the implications that it has, and that can make our life very easy. So first we need to download the Golang image because it's a Go app, of course. So from we'll say Golang, and then it should auto suggest us one of the Alpines. I'm going to use the default Alpine because Alpine has a lesser memory footprint, so it is faster to download and use. So let's do that. Fine. Now we need to first create a directory where the compilation would happen. So workday, and then we'll say app. So workday app, and next would be to copy the go.mod file. Usually we copy both go.mod and go.sum, but in this case, in our case, we don't have any go.sum file because we don't have any third-party dependencies, so it's really easy. And then we'll also copy all the go files to our app folder, right? So we have only one go file, so that should be sufficient. Before that, we need to download the dependencies, if any. Even though we don't have, we should. So go mod download, right? And then once the copying is done, we are going to run go build and we'll give this executable a specific name. We'll give it a simple name like book. Then we'll expose the port. So we are using 8282, so we're going to use the same thing, expose it to 82, and then we are going to run the executable that we just built, right? So that will be ./book. So this should be able to build our image, right? Now we'll create a Docker Compose file, which is really handy to do local developments. It can basically bring up multiple containers and put them together. So I'm very used to have a Docker Compose file. So just out of habit, it's not necessary really in this case, but just out of habit, I'm going to create a Docker Compose file. Makes life easy. So Docker Compose .yaml. So I have a plugin called YAML, which basically validates the YAML file that you are creating. So I strongly recommend to use that plugin, which is this one, YAML. It's by Red Hat. So please use that; it will make your life easy. So first is version. So we're going to use 3.9. I think that is the latest one, if I'm not mistaken. And then services. So I'm going to give it the name of book, and I'm going to put the build as the we could have easily given a dot, but I want to be more explicit, so I will rather give a Dockerfile to it. So it is already sized in Dockerfile, so let's rename it Dockerfile. And then I'm going to give what else can I give? I can give the context, and that will be my current path because both are in the same path, right? Dockerfile and Docker Compose. So we are telling it to find the Dockerfile in the current context, and then we just need to, I think, expose the container port to the local port of the host, that is my computer. So we'll go to say ports and then 822 same port, right? And that should be it. So let's just verify once. So base image, create a directory, copy the code file, did this, copy all the code files, build the executable, expose the port, and run it. And I will give it a service name. In the build we are saying use this Dockerfile and force. Yeah, I think that should be sufficient. So let's say Docker compose up, and we can say build it first and then bring it up. So let's see. So wow, it's so nice to see this coming up so easily. Amazing. So let's just do a split terminal bash, and let's try out the image that is running. So you can actually verify Docker images ls Docker images, and then you can see the YouTube book is running here. Very nice, 361 MB, and then the containers ls. I think container maybe container. Okay. Yeah, YouTube book is running. So very nice. Okay, so let's try to do a curl http localhost 8282 and book. Wow, so nice to see this. So it's working. So this is how we can use Linux environment to basically develop our stuff and use Docker to our advantage, and that simply works smoothly. So even though if you have a Microsoft Windows system, you can benefit from it. So that's it for today, guys. Later on, I will add more stuff to it, make it even more complicated. We'll see how we can reduce the image size, right? And we'll use multi-stitch Dockerfile for that, and then we'll add more endpoints and see what we can do, and we can actually create a full size, let's say like normal projects that you use in your companies. We can sort of create that sort of project in our local system, and we can use Docker to do everything. So that's it for today, guys. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.